I'll try to make this interesting, even though it's 2 in a row for the exclude side. I am a high school three. Sorry, I'm not a math teacher. Okay.
Scary.
I have taught in both public and private schools during my 22 years as a teacher. I am testifying in support of the writing team's December draft and in opposition to any amendments that would undermine the teaching of the theory of evolution. Theory is a very important science. Many people use scientific jargon like the word theory when we want to make our ideas sound important. For example, I have a theory about why the Texas Longhorn football team will win the national championship this fall. Wow, theory. Sounds impressive, huh? Well, my theory is based upon evidence, such as many of the starting players are returning. Colt McCoy, he didn't go pro. They finished number 3 in the national ranking, et cetera, et cetera. Obviously, most people realize this is not a theory. It's just an idea I have. On the other hand, some people minimize the word theory by saying something like, evolution, it's just a theory. Well, this is frustrating for me as a science teacher because it reflects a poor understanding of both evolution and the term theory. We don't think of the germ theory as just a theory when we take medicine. We don't think of the atomic theory as just a theory, even though we know enough about atoms to create energy and very sophisticated atomic bombs. There's a cell theory, theory of relativity. We don't question each of these by saying it's just a theory. If we are doubting evolution with all of its evidence, we have to doubt these other theories as well. This would be a disservice to my students to interject doubt about the knowledge of medicine and atomic power. Theories are based upon evidence. We have an enormous amount of evidence that demonstrates that living things have evolved on this planet. Charles Darwin knew that he would be vilified for suggesting this because of the prevailing conservative thought during his time. That's why it took so long to publish his theory of natural selection. I don't think that he could have imagined that we would still not understand evolution 150 years later with all the fossil evidence, radioactive decay information, biochemical evidence, means the DNA, the RNA, the protein that has been revealed since his time. Each time new scientific discoveries are made, they support his original theory of evolution. Now, many years ago, I interpreted the creation accounts in the Bible very literally. I even attended classes at Dallas Theological Seminary, and I struggled with understanding evolution because of the way I interpreted the Bible. After much discernment about the Scriptures and many hours of studying the details of evolution, I let go of this tight grip I had with understanding the Bible so literally. This is important because evolution is at odds with a very literal interpretation of these creation accounts. Before anyone can entertain the idea of evolution, they have to be in a position for it to be possible. As a biology teacher, I've studied the overwhelming amount of evidence for evolution, and I realize that living things have evolved on this planet over time. Please consider all the evidence for evolution, and Desmond and Moore's biography about Charles Darwin is a great resource as well. Please look at that before suggesting any kind of language that would undermine teaching evolution. Thank you very much for your time. But I feel like introducing this weakness, when people have said, for 20 years it's been happening. Well, the last time this was debated, I spoke then as well, so I was against that language. And I think strengths and weaknesses really amounted to weakness in terms of our science education. That's what I feel.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Dunbar.
Yes, I just have a question. You make a statement as to what you used to believe in that, and you make this sidebar comment about evolution is at odds with the very literal interpretation of the creation accounts, which I'm assuming you no longer have. So is it your position that a student who has a belief in the literal interpretation of the creation account, that those beliefs would directly conflict with the teaching of evolution?
Yes. Yeah, I think that is going to be problematic if you think that the Earth is
Thank
just
you.
6
You answered
days
your
old.
question.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.